Hey guys, it's Danny, the Wicked Awesome Gardener, and we are outside. Now, I'm not able to do too much in the garden today, and I'm going to apologize if there is some road noise from all the traffic. I do live on a very busy street now. So, what are we doing out here today? Well, unfortunately, I have rehearsal, so I do not have time to drop seeds like I had planned to, but I figured I would give you guys a little bit of a look at that chicken coop that I spoke of in my live stream the other night. Well, not chicken coop now, but the old pigeon loft. So I figured I would have you guys take a look at it so you could kind of see what I'm working with. So I may have had the dimensions on this a little wrong. I think I said it was something like 12 by 8, but that might have been a little wrong. It seems a little wider than I thought. So this might be more like a 12 by 10. But you can see, I wish I could get around the back side of it there. But that's up against the neighbor's fence. So that is all particle board. And then I'm guessing some sort of like bead board or board and batten, whatever you call it, on the outside of the particle board just to make it look nice. The area where the chicken coop will go is over here. It's kind of a shaded area of the yard because usually these trees are all leafed out. So right now there's lots of sun, but typically it's pretty shady. And it's on a little bit of an incline, and I kind of like that because I am going to level out the coop itself and make sure that everything is nice and straight, but it means it's not going to get into a muddy puddle. All the, any water is going to just run off down the slight incline here. We're just going to move the boat out and trim back some of that viney stuff that I don't even know what that is. There's a lot of viney stuff growing on this back wall, and I have no idea what it is, and we'll get to all that later. But as you can see, it's fallen down. Let's see if I can pull these old cattle panels. I don't know if those are cattle panels or what, but my dad uses them for growing his peas and beans. So yeah, what we've got is basically plywood with a veneer or something, and we had windows that we made out of hardware cloth. And I'm not going to step into this thing because it's, well, actually I don't even need to step into this thing. There's a hole here in the wall. So it's actually not as fallen down as I thought, but you can see where we had the ventilation up there for the backside of the pigeons. That's all rotted and fallen in, but the rest of the roof actually looks pretty decent for sitting here for 20 years with nothing in it. So all of this back here, I can use that whole back wall for making the coop. That's plenty. Now, here's where it gets gross, is there is all this pigeon poop. And that's deep. Like, it's very deep. I'm kind of thinking some of this I will shovel out and, throw in the compost. But like that stuff back there, that's like gross sludge. So I'm just going to leave all of that alone. But that back wall, I think, is going to be what makes my coop. Because that all looks pretty solid. We may have to maybe look at that corner and see if any of that rot has gotten into the wall versus the roof. But I mean, it's still pretty decent in there. If I were gonna stay here and I were gonna build a big coop, then I would actually just take off that portion of the roof and I would replace it, and that wall, and replace, well, you know what? No, maybe not, because then I'd have to replace all of this floor, because I don't think that's coming clean. Now, the other cool thing, see, I can't open those doors because he's got them nailed shut so that they wouldn't go flapping out in the weather, but let's go around it. because I wanted to show you these. Let's see if I can get past the... Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to stick my arm in, come around. Look at all these nesting boxes. Got nesting boxes with perches, and they are definitely bigger than I thought they were, so those are going to be great for chickens. So we've got 8 nesting boxes, and they're going to need to be scraped out and cleaned up, and I guess maybe take the fronts off of them. I'm not sure. I mean, those aren't big enough for chickens there anyway to get through that hole. Those are pigeonholes. But all in all, it's not in the worst shape. There's definitely a lot of that can be reused. And we're just going to cannibalize this and turn it into a chicken coop. Like I said, this is a very short video. I really didn't even do very much editing to it at all. Just a quick little show of what the old Pigeon Loft looks like and where the new chicken coop is going to go. I think I've decided I'm going to get 2 Easter eggers and 2 golden comets. A friend of mine is actually putting in an order for chickens in April, and so I'm going to have her just order a couple extra for me, and that's how we're going to get the flock going. I'm so excited, chickens! So that's going to be really awesome. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching. I will see you in my next video where we grow some wicked awesome food, including eggs, from yard to table.